Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is Coco, and this is our mini series, How Many Ogos Does It Take to Crochet ... episode number 1. Coco has had her afternoon tea and she's ready for a little rest, so I'll pop her down on the floor. Woof woof from Coco. I'll just pop her down and then we'll have a little chat. There she goes. If she gets a bit restless, I'll pick her up a little bit later. So as I said, welcome to our mini series, How Many Ogos Does It Take to Crochet ... Now, our very first episode will be on beanies. So this comes to you because I had made a huge yarn haul purchase a few months ago, which you can see in our videos in the playlist yarn hauls. And I purchased each Ogo for $1.50. So they have been sitting there just waiting to be made into something amazing. So I have started to make this little series so that you guys can also see if you've never bought an Ogo or if you have one or two laying around and not sure what you want to make with them, and you don't want to make a blanket, although a blanket would be amazing, but just something that's quick and easy and you can utilize if you have just one Ogo. So what I will show you is the two different ones that I used and how about I went using them and you know what's left over. Now each of the Ogos that I purchased is the bulky weight one, so therefore I have to use, well, I don't have to, but I've been using a 6.5mm hook with them. Now this one is the colorway, I believe it's Baja, and it is 100% acrylic, and it has 180 grams in each Ogo, which is around 6.8 ounces. And let me just grab my glasses so I can tell you what the yardage is as well. So it is 228 yards or 208 meters in each of these Ogos. Now, I will show you what I made with this one, and then I've also got another colorway which I'll show you. And I just think that it's amazing that from one Ogo you can actually make two beanies. So let me show you the beanies that I made. This is the first one. So it's basically a beanie, you know, that starts off with the 5 rows of the round, you know, the circle increase. And then with this one, I did the beautiful puff stitch, and then I've got the double crochet for 5 rows. And then I did a little bit of ribbing for 2 rows. So it's one front post and one double crochet across for 2 rows. And out of the one Ogo, I managed to get 2 of them. So they're identical in that the pattern is exactly the same. They're very, very quick and easy to crochet up, and it's such a smooth, you know, yarn to work with, especially for myself. I'm using the clover hooks. So I've got the, you know, the 6.5 is the plastic one, and it just glides off the hook, the yarn. So that was beautiful. Now, out of the 180 grams, I did work out, because I did weigh them so that I'd have the right stats for you. Each beanie, even though it does have the puff stitches in it, it doesn't take up that much yarn weight. So these are just under 75 grams each. So we're looking at about 150 grams here, which means that we still have 30 grams of yarn left over. Now this yarn, I'll be popping it into a basket or a little box of some sort, and I'm going to collect all the leftover yarn that I have from my Ogo projects, and then in the end I'm going to create some sort of scrap project. I'm not sure what it is, and maybe it will be a blanket. I have no idea at this point in time, because I'm not sure how many of these episodes I'll be making for you in this little mini series. How many Ogos does it take to crochet ... I just love saying that, obviously. So that was the first Ogo. Although this is a very similar, you know, project, I just want to show you, you know, with a different colorway, because I love this one as well. And also to show you that it doesn't matter if you have a simple stitch or something a little bit more, you know, like a bit of a yarn eater. Generally, they take about the same amount of grams of the Ogo. So this one is called First Blush. I love all these colors. Who doesn't, right? All the same stats. I used the same hook, 6.5mm, and I made these 2 beanies. So this one again starts off with your 5 like the circles of increase, and then with this one I put in the double crochet and the cross stitch for 5 rows, and then I created the little ribbing again, 2 rows, 1 front post and 1 double crochet all the way around. Oh, and please be mindful, I am using US terminology. And then from the same Ogo, I made this one, this cute little beanie, again, the 5 rows with the increase, and then I just did some color work. I just thought that that would be fun. And again, the 2 rows of the ribbing, 1 front post and 1 double crochet next to it. So with this one, again, I had weighed them and they're just under the 150 grams. So we do have all of this yarn left over, which I'll be popping in the bin together with all of this. When I say the bin, I mean a nice basket or a box. And as that scrap collection grows as well, so I will be able to think of something amazing to make. But this is just the very first episode, so I'm hoping to have quite a few in the series for the next few weeks or months until I run out of ideas. And along the way I might be doing how many Ogos does it take to crochet ... It could be more than 1, it could be 2 Ogos or 1.5, but let's leave it for now at 1 and see how I progress. But of course, when whatever I show you, I'll be letting you know how many Ogos that it took. So if you have one lonely Ogo at home and you're not sure what to do with it, please go ahead and make a beanie or 2, 1 for you and 1 for a friend, or 1 for you and 1 for a child, or 1 for you and 1 for your partner, whatever you, or 2 for you. Hey, whatever you wish to do. But that was just an idea that I thought I'd share with you. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of how many Ogos does it take to crochet ... and in this case, beanies. So I will leave you with that thought. Happy crocheting, everybody. I hope you're all doing well, and I shall see you all again in another video. Bye bye for now.